Hi, I'm Simon Rushton, and this is Taxi Chronicles podcast. On this podcast, we spontaneously interview unsuspecting passengers with their permission, allowing them to share their intimate life stories and concerns. As our slogan states, real riders, real stories. Some riders prefer to be anonymous, while others ask me to tell their story later on. Either way, there are all genuine 5 to 10 minutes stories, so sit back and enjoy this episode. Hi, today we have a photographer in the car. He does designer shows. Well, I'm going to let him explain. And what I will say is, like I said, let me stop babbling. It's nice to have you here today.
Oh, thank you.
I have to say,
I
just forgot your name. Do you want to remind us?
I got a big one. Are you ready? My name is Jesus.
Jesus. Oh, yes. Like Jesus.
That's right.
Jesus. Okay, Jesus. So we got Jesus in the house, and he's going to tell us what it's like to be a photographer for these designer companies, and how he got into the industry, and what motivates him.
Yeah. Well, as a creator, I believe, is the nature of any human being, being a creator, create things. So I feel amazing, to be able to tell stories through images and, to content basically. And because we live right now in an era that's all about making content, I make sure, I have a good responsibility, showcasing content that actually add value, So, and that's pretty much what motivates me, inspire others, learning every day, become better and better and better. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, how did you get started in the industry? How long you been doing it? When did you get your first camera? Was it like a toddler?
Oh, well, when I was living in Dublin a few years ago, I did my master's in marketing, and I worked for a really big advertising agency. And pretty much over the 3 to 4 years, I made all my way up until I realized that I was ready to go on my own. So I decided to move to London and start my own business, and that was 4.5 years ago. Mm-hmm. And it's probably one of the best decisions I ever had. I mean, the struggle is real, don't get me wrong, particularly right now, but it's amazing being able to work for yourself and follow your dreams.
Okay.
And live off it, yeah.
That's good. So you was living in Dublin, you moved to London. Where was you before Dublin?
I was in Madrid, that's where I'm from. I'm originally from Spain, from Madrid. So I left Spain just at the beginning of the recession, that's 2010. So it's been now a good 10 years away.
So you've been in there taking photographs for how long?
I've been a content creator pretty much for like full time for 4.5 years since I set up the company basically. Before, it was more like things that I was wearing or places that I was going very occasionally, like holiday, making content when you go on a holiday and with friends. However, I think on a day-to-day basis, I do it professionally. Mm-hmm. So.
Okay. Do you when you say you're telling a story, I like that, the concept of promoting someone's brand, their clothes, those kind of things.
Yeah.
How do you envision the story? How do you tell the story?
It's a bit of a combination, but I always, before to tell anything, I make sure I always listen. What's the need? What's the purpose? The intention of that what I'm trying to tell. It doesn't matter if it's a business, or it's a brand, or it's an individual. I think everybody and everything has a story to tell. It's just a combination between the way that I see it and the intention and the purpose itself of the business. So.
Okay. So if you're give us some examples. If you're promoting a brand, how would that differ from just promoting a business?
Well, a message that I'm really trying to put out there is and to everyone to understand that everything has a branding. everything. Same as a business does as an individual, you know, is that thing, that personality that make you different, unique, special, yeah? And that uniqueness thing is what I'm trying to get everybody to understand across. And that's probably the way that I tend to do it. Actually, I always just imagine, you know, like my clients, you know, come up with that new line they're trying to market. And when we come the process of branding, I always try to understand what is brand trying to achieve, how we come to solve a problem, telling a story to it.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the way that.
I understand that, because like in podcasting they say every episode must be doing kind of one of four things: either telling a story, solving a problem, selling something, or just promoting your brand.
100%. Each of them is a purpose, and it's completely entitled to go for it. So, but I do agree.
So what would the younger Jesus, if you looked at your younger Jesus when you were, you know, when you started off in the business, and to what you know now, what would you tell the younger Jesus?
Oh, that is a very beautiful question. I will tell to be patient and to be consistent and to do the work, because when you do well, people notice, and all you have to do, I always say, is do your best. Just be patient and be consistent, because things happen. It just takes a little bit longer. That's what I'll say.
I see you got a big suitcase that you put in the car. I thought you was actually travelling.
I know, I wish.
Is there like a standard amount of equipment that you must have as a photographer?
It really depends of what's the production that you're trying to do, because most of the work that I do make is basically in a restaurant itself, you know, or in a showroom. So you know, it's in and out. So you don't really need to have a space to put like a really large equipment. However, when we have a larger productions, like the one that I'm facing early next week, that, you know, includes a series of interviews, and, you know, we have a really large space to illuminate it. Then I have an external lighting equipment, and it's all in the back. That's the back.
Okay.
It's 3 spotlights, I think. Yeah.
How's this whole lockdown, coronavirus, how's that affected you?
Very much. I mean, April was probably one of the worst months of my year. Like, it's just been extremely daunting. As you can imagine, as I work in marketing and PR, like, I understand that facing any budget reduction, I'm the first one to go, like, immediately. I know that I'm just this guy. All right, that's it. It was pressure. Now we have to. I understand there's a nature, yeah. But everything happened at the same time, so it was like a bit of a heartbroken. You know, suddenly I see all my dreams fading away. But things are getting better, and I hustling around trying to make it happen every day. So, and yeah, seems like things are now picking it up with the restaurants opening. You know, we've been already working with a couple, and as well with our day-to-day clients.
Are you finding the clients are finding you, or you're having to go out there and search?
I think it's pretty much both. I think this is a 50-50. I don't think there's such a thing as sit back and relax. I don't think so. I think you have to go out and really pitch all the time. But I also think, you know, it's very good as well to make sure you use your network and you get the right endorsements, because sometimes that can be way more beneficial. And I always say it's like the best word you can get is the word of mouth. That's why, coming back, I always said before about doing your best. You know, when you do your best, people ring you.
It's like consistency.
Yeah.
Someone is what you said earlier when I was thinking about what does he mean when he says consistency. It's more of a case of you always put yourself out there to be seen,
100%.
to be like thing, and even if you get knocked down, you still carry on, and eventually it will pay off.
It does. It does. And I think it's a bit of as a human tenacity example, you know, for more that will bring you down, the bounce is stronger, so you will raise back up earlier. So it's been challenging, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm trying I'm a man, you know, that are trying to make my own opportunity pretty much everywhere.
Is there any time where you just thought maybe I've gone into the wrong industry?
No. I can 100% tell you that. I love what I do, and because the creativity is so much, and particularly in communications as we are, you know, there's so much angles and takes and channels that you can express it, that it just go endless. So you probably went from one to another. You know, I do a lot of video work, I do a lot of photography, but I do a lot of writing. So I think.
Oh, you do copy as well? Okay.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
So I have a blog. I've been blogging for the past 5 years.
So what's your blog? Tell the world so we can...
my blog is myself, is JesusAgudo.tm, at JesusAgudo.tm.
All right, you're going to have to spell that for everybody.
It's JesusAgudo.tm. So it's my name, actually.
Okay.
So, I am a London-based content creator, and I love having a good time and make it into content and share it with my friends. I love how vibrant and the dining scene is in London, and I love going out and explore different places and share it with my community.
So you have your own Instagram.
Yeah.
What's that? Is that the same? Jesus?
Yes, I just this is my Instagram.
Oh, you have to tell people.
Yeah, I just tell you guys. You know, I am JesusAgudo.tm. That's JesusAgudo.tm. And yeah, I'm open to business, so get in touch if you need any promotion.
So basically, just to make sure it's clear, so I'm starting to get a bigger picture now. When someone's having a restaurant function or something, you can go there, take photos.
Of course, that is my job.
Okay.
I'm a content creator, and I specialize into high-end and luxury experiences.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so if there's a Gucci party or
I am
something
in, and you know, I work with a lot of high-end restaurants. I work very close with Cersei's group. I don't know if you know the restaurant at the Gherkin and some Pancras. So I also work with the Aquashar group. So yeah, they're fantastic. They're really nice restaurants.
So you're well and qualified and experienced under your belt. You're like a heavyweight fighter.
I love the dining industry and I love hospitality. As I mentioned to you, I think and I love food and because London has that diversity that you can have pretty much everything into a single place. I just felt like I'm pretty much in the right place at the right time, to be honest.
Do you ever foresee yourself going back to Spain?
I think I will at some point, yeah. But I don't know, I call London home right now and I'm investing here so much. And because Spain is so close as well, you know, I can kind of come and go, you know, well, when the situation allow it, obviously. But yeah, so my family are there in Spain cheering for me, so I believe at some point, you know, I'll be able to live between both places. But right now, London is the place for me.
And you work as a contractor, not as an employee?
No, I have a limited company, yeah. I have a full branding agency. We're a startup. There's the three of us. So.
Well, that's the way to do it. You team up.
Yeah.
If you're sick that day or something, someone can cover for you. You can work things out.
It's been amazing, man. Probably the best thing that I can have is having people with me. And because with the lockdown, at the beginning it was sort of shocking, but you know, slowly but surely we're getting back, the three of us. So Maria, because of her reasons, she has to go to India, so he's currently working full remotely, and James here with me. He's on the office right now. So.
Okay, that's great. So what's your impact you want to have on the world? That's your last question.
Oh well, I just really want to be to lead by example, man. So to showcase that if I achieve something good, if I've done it, everyone can do it. So, and it's the truth. There's no difference between each other, you know. It's like, again, our own tenacity and our dedication that want to brings us to achieve what we want to achieve in life. And if I achieve whatever I achieve, I want to show others how to do it and motivate them to do it as well, because I think that's the way, man, you know. I think there is a place for everybody, and I think we become bigger, uplifting each other. You know that very well. I mean, that's what your podcast is about.
My podcast is just about giving people the place to vent. Well, people used to always vent to me, and now I just say, well, just vent to the world, and obviously in the long stretch of it, I can benefit from getting more views, more listeners, things like that. But it is a very positive, good thing, healthy. A lot of people say it's like therapy. But
100%. I think it is. Well, I think life is about learning, man. And there's so much that you can learn from others. So, and all you have to do is just listen and understanding, and putting in other people's fates.
Well, thanks for that.
You're very welcome.
Very good interview.
Cheers, man.
We hope you liked that episode. Keeping in mind, we never know who we're going to interview. We post twice a day, 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. GMT. Have you ever considered the future economies to invest in? Why not listen to our sister podcast, Africa Investor Stories? Considering Africa has the fastest growing economies and population on Earth, and has done for many years, it holds 30% of the world's known natural resources. We publish twice a week, Tuesday with a guest investor, and Fridays talking about investment, politics and history, providing a clear understanding for any potential investor.